Yeah, those people are dead. No, I mean, I always say I would love to do a Kubrick movie, but no, there's many directors and that I would like to work with, but actually more interested in not necessarily Scorsese or, you know, I just did a movie with first-time director, this woman, Christy Hall. It's her first movie. She wrote it. I think it's important to collaborate with young filmmakers and find people that still have good stories to tell and have them find their own style. And that's why I work also sometimes on small Georgian movies. I did a movie called Brighton Fourth. It was, you know, very small and women filmmakers in Georgia, and so I'm always looking for some new avenues. Of course, I like repeating my collaboration with the filmmakers that I know I work well with, because it's a relationship that you have, and I like to maintain that. And when you start with a new director, you never really know. They can say all the right things, but when you're actually shooting, sometimes it's not a good experience. So, you know, it's a balance of using your instincts, finding new filmmakers, but also definitely continuing the relationships that you have.
Last night at the opening, you said this is your first time in Serbia, but you have a lot
No,
of...
no.
No?
No, I've been many times to Serbia. I worked in Belgrade a lot.
Mhm.
I did a movie also in Montenegro with Jeremy Irons. Croatian director Nina Mimica was her first movie.
But
So
you said you have a lot of
I,
friends from
I have, for
Serbia.
some reason in Los Angeles, we ended up creating a big Greek-Serbian connection, and it's because many cinematographers like Radan Popovic, Goran Pavicevic, they all came to Los Angeles at the same time I came, and we formed this friendship. And so we, you know, we're culturally very similar and related, and we like the same music, we like the same food, we like, you know, we have the same spirit and history together. Yeah, I feel very close to these parts of the world. It's always nice because you realize people watch the movies that you have done, and you get an opportunity to look back and see, oh wow, I've done these movies so long ago, and I always find it most satisfying. I mean, we make movies for people to see, right? I don't believe in extreme art house cinema that nobody really, I want people to see it. That's partially why I'm also working in America, because luckily we have distribution and studios that can bring it to people. Because for me, the most satisfying experience is like when I was in India and my driver, he goes, "Nobody order Merlot or I'm leaving." Like, he quotes something from Sideways, some guy in Rajasthan, like, you know, it means like the world, you know, Cool Runnings. I can't tell you how many times I'm somewhere in London and the assistant PA who's standing outside, like doing lockup, goes, "Oh, you did, you know, this movie, Prayer of the Roller Boys." I go, "You've seen Prayer of the Roller Boys? Like, how did, oh, you, of course, Corey Haim and Patricia Kett, and it's nice to discover that, you know, what you do is traveling the world, connecting people. That's why we do movies. That's why we tell stories, you know, to bridge cultures and connect people, and, you know, they're human stories, so they apply to everybody. So that's the most satisfying part. So whenever you get an award like this, you know, you realize, okay, it's being appreciated. People are seeing it. You know, it's not so much about your personal satisfaction. It's like, oh, like what I do is not wasted. I think like these smaller festivals, like versus Cannes and Venice, are so much nicer and intimate. You get to speak to people, you get to speak to young filmmakers, you meet people that you don't normally, so I'm always very interested and always very happy to oblige to invitation, like I did in Northern Macedonia at Manaki Film Festival. I go to Poland to Kamarmaj almost every year. And I think it's these settings and away from the big, you know, hustle and bustle and where it's all about actors, not so much about the filmmakers. Mostly they just want stars, you know, and it's nice when the filmmaker is more in the forefront.